Archangel Michael says, "This isn't a joke. I order you to open this right now. This message is for you. Listen carefully because what is being revealed here carries the weight of divine truth and heavenly urgency. Your person has made a big mistake. One that was never meant to happen. Yet it was allowed by heaven to open your eyes, to awaken your heart, and to remind you of your worth. Your person told another woman something about you, something that pierced your soul like a hidden sword, and yet, God saw it all. God was there when they spoke those words, when their weakness allowed them to speak falsely or foolishly. And when your heart quietly trembled under the weight of what your intuition already knew. But before you let pain take over, before you allow sadness to swallow you whole, hear this truth from heaven itself. God says you are not forgotten, not betrayed in spirit, not unloved. The angels are already standing around you, forming a circle of light, protecting your heart from being broken beyond repair. Archangel Michael himself descended this morning to speak on your behalf, to stand between you and every spirit of deceit, confusion, and emotional pain. He says, "You are my chosen one, and no word spoken against you shall prevail. Even the lies that were whispered will turn into weapons of truth, revealing the real hearts of men. Your person, the one you care about, the one you prayed for, is now under divine conviction. Heaven is not silent about what they did. When they told that woman that you were something untrue, when they tried to protect their ego or hide their emotions, a powerful vibration went through the spiritual realm. Their tongue betrayed their heart, but their soul screamed your name. The moment they realized the weight of their words. Because in truth, no matter what they said, they cannot escape the truth that their spirit belongs to you. Even in their weakness, they spoke against the very light that keeps them alive. God is not angry with you. Do not allow guilt, shame, or confusion to stay in your mind. Instead, let peace enter because you are about to witness divine justice play out in your favor. The woman who heard those words, they will haunt her until she learns the lesson that she was never meant to stand in your place. She will come to understand that what is yours by divine design cannot be replaced, copied, or manipulated. Archangel Michael says, "I am personally correcting what was said against you. I am placing a heavenly seal on your name so that no tongue may rise in judgment without trembling. In the unseen, your person has been restless. Their spirit has not known peace since that conversation. Every time they close their eyes, they see your face. Every time they try to move forward, something stops them because heaven has closed every door that does not lead back to you. Even the woman they spoke to feels the heavy air around her. She doesn't know why her dreams have turned strange, why her peace feels stolen. It is because the light of truth cannot coexist with deception. When your person said those words, angels recorded it, not to punish, but to teach. God allowed it so that healing, clarity, and divine justice could begin. You, child of God, must not let anger lead you. Archangel Michael is standing behind you now, his wings wrapping around your shoulders like a shield. He says, "Forgive, but do not forget. Love, but do not bow. You are not meant to be a slave to the emotions of others. You are meant to rise. You have been silent long enough. Heaven is now speaking for you. You are about to receive an unexpected sign, a message, a call, or even a dream that will reveal exactly what was said and why. Do not be afraid of what you hear. Truth never destroys the pure. It only exposes what was pretending to be light. God is rearranging your destiny this very hour. The same mouth that spoke against you will soon speak for you. The same heart that denied you will soon cry for you. The same person who allowed your name to be diminished will one day confess that you were the greatest blessing they ever rejected. This is not revenge. This is divine order. Heaven does not operate in cruelty but in justice. Every tear you cried is being counted, and each one is being transformed into blessings that will pour into your life like rain after a long drought. Archangel Michael says he has already begun his mission. Last night while you were resting, he stood beside your bed, whispering strength into your spirit. You might have felt a strange warmth or an unexpected peace before you fell asleep. That was him cleansing your energy from the poison of betrayal. You are being purified right now, and everything false is being burned away. He says, the truth is not your enemy. The truth is your key. Your person may be struggling right now. They might not understand why everything is falling apart around them. The reason is simple. God is removing distractions, illusions, and manipulations from their life so that they can no longer run from the truth. The conversation they had with that woman created a chain reaction, not just in the physical, but in the spiritual. It revealed every weak point in their character, every part of their soul that needed growth. You are not being punished. You are being elevated. You were too pure for the smallness they were living in. You are meant for divine love, not conditional attention. Do not worry about what others think. God says, I saw everything. I heard every word, and I will make them eat their words in humility, not in cruelty. You will not need to defend yourself. Truth will defend you. Archangel Michael will walk ahead of you in every situation that involves your person and that other woman. She will soon see that her temporary victory was an illusion. She will begin to feel the spiritual walls closing in, not because God hates her, but because the position she tried to take was never hers. Right now, the heavens are shifting timelines in your favor. You are about to be positioned for something greater than you expected. The betrayal that hurt you is actually a divine rerouting. It forced your heart to turn toward God instead of depending on unstable people. The pain you feel is a sign that something sacred is being reborn in you. Your strength, your dignity, your faith, they are being sharpened like a sword in the fire. And when the moment comes, your person will recognize the power in your silence. They will feel your absence like oxygen removed from their lungs. They will understand too late that their careless words carried eternal consequences. Archangel Michael says, "The woman they spoke to is not your enemy. She is the instrument of exposure. Through her, truth will come out. Through her, your person will face themselves. Through her, what was hidden will no longer hide. But you, God's chosen one, must stay calm. Do not chase. Do not beg. Do not lower yourself. Your worth is being displayed on the divine stage now, and every soul involved will soon see that you were the light they were too blind to value. Soon your person will try to make things right. They will come with tears, with explanations, with words they should have said long ago. Whether you choose to forgive or to move on is up to you. But whatever you decide, it will be blessed, because this time you will not be led by emotion. You will be led by divine wisdom. Archangel Michael says, when they come, let your silence speak louder than your pain. For your silence will hold power and your calm will hold authority. You are no longer that fragile soul who once begged to be seen. You have been crowned in heaven, and that crown cannot be removed by any mortal word. Your person's conscience is already tormenting them. Heaven has turned their comfort into discomfort, their sleep into reflection, their laughter into memory. They replay your voice in their mind, wondering why they said what they did. They cannot escape the pull of destiny, for what is meant by God cannot be undone by human error. You are their divine mirror, and every time they try to look away, they are faced with themselves. Even the woman who heard your name will find herself haunted by the truth. She will see signs, dreams, numbers, and synchronicities reminding her that she touched something sacred when she touched your name. She will realize that you are not ordinary, that your connection to God carries a vibration too high to mock or misrepresent. She will feel remorse, and it will be her awakening moment. Do not wish her harm. Wish her understanding, because once she learns the truth of who you are, her jealousy will turn into awe. God says, I am still writing your story. This is not the end. This is the turning point. You have cried enough. You have worried enough. You have questioned your worth long enough. Now a season of divine reversal is here. Everything they said about you will now be used to lift you. Every rejection will redirect you to the path of restoration. You will soon find yourself surrounded by unexpected favor. Doors opening, blessings unfolding, opportunities flowing, and all of it will make sense. Archangel Michael says, keep your faith steady. Do not let your emotions rule your actions. What is yours cannot be stolen. Every attempt to confuse you, to mislead you, or to make you doubt yourself is being dismantled in this very hour. Angels are working through people, through timing, through whispers of intuition to ensure you are exactly where you need to be. When the truth fully surfaces, the moment will come suddenly. The call will come unexpectedly. The truth will break through like lightning in the night. And when it does, your peace will return. You will look back and see that every wound was necessary to shape your strength. Your person will know the depth of your love only after realizing the magnitude of their mistake. They will remember how you prayed for them, how you stood by them, how you believed in them when no one else did. Their heart will break not because you punished them, but because heaven revealed to them what they lost. You, chosen one, will rise higher. Your path is not about revenge. It is about redemption. Archangel Michael stands behind you, saying, "You are protected. You are loved. You are rising. Nothing that was said against you will stick. Every false perception is being erased. Every misjudgment is being corrected. God Himself is vindicating your name. So breathe, release the pain, rest your mind in the promise that everything is already working for your good. You are not losing. You are being prepared for something divine. Your story is being rewritten by God's own hand. The same people who once doubted you will soon witness your breakthrough. The same person who hurt you will one day speak of your grace. Archangel Michael says, "Do not fear what was spoken. Fear only silence between you and God." Pray tonight with a sincere heart and ask for peace instead of answers, because peace is where revelation lives. Trust the divine timing. Everything hidden will come out when your heart is ready, not when your mind is impatient. You are not alone. You never were. Heaven has seen your quiet tears, your private prayers, your lonely nights, and your brave smiles. You will not be disappointed. A divine restoration is already underway, and no human mistake can stop what God has started for you. God says your tears have not gone unnoticed. The angels have seen you in your quiet moments. The times you held your phone, wondering why the messages slowed down. The nights when your spirit felt the distance long before your mind understood it. Michael says, "Heaven knows that pain you felt when you sensed something was off but could not prove it, yet even then, you remained kind. You remained loyal. And that loyalty has reached the throne of God." He says, "The woman your person spoke to was not random. She was sent into their path to test their truth, to reveal what was hidden in their heart. Every word spoken, every secret exchanged was recorded in the spiritual realm. Not for punishment but for transformation. God is allowing this to come to light because you have reached the stage where nothing can remain hidden anymore. You are stepping into divine clarity," Michael says. "Your discernment is being sharpened. Your person told another woman something they shouldn't have. But understand, heaven is not condemning them. Heaven is using this moment to expose what you need to see. The truth might sting, but the purpose behind it is your liberation. The angels are pulling you out of illusions, out of confusion, out of cycles where you kept waiting for explanations that never came. God says you deserve honesty. You deserve loyalty that doesn't shake when temptation whispers. You deserve peace that doesn't require guessing someone's intentions. Michael says that when your person spoke those words, something shifted in the air. A divine mirror was raised before them, reflecting the consequences of their choices. The woman who listened to their words didn't realize she was being used as a vessel for truth to surface. What was meant to stay hidden began to unravel. And now you are here receiving this message not by accident, not by coincidence, but because your soul has been chosen to know, to heal, and to rise. Archangel Michael is standing beside you right now. His sword of light cuts through the cords of deceit and attachment that have drained your energy for far too long. He says, "Do not chase answers from the mouth of man when heaven itself is revealing the truth." You have prayed for clarity. You have asked God, "Show me the truth even if it hurts." And now this is your answer. It hurts because it is real, but it will heal you because it is divine. Michael says your person feels remorse. Their spirit is restless because they know they crossed a line not just with words but with energy. The moment they spoke your name in the wrong presence, they felt a distance form between you and them. A silence that wasn't ordinary. It was heaven's way of creating space so the truth could rise. God did not allow this to destroy you. He allowed it to awaken you. You may ask, why did this have to happen? Why did they say that? And Michael whispers, because sometimes the ones you love must stumble for you to see who you are without them. You were never meant to beg for their honesty or fight for their attention. You are meant to shine so brightly that anyone who cannot honor your light naturally fades away. Their mistake has become your awakening. God says your prayers for a pure connection are being answered but not in the way you expected. Sometimes exposure is the greatest blessing. Sometimes a heartbreak is divine protection in disguise. You may have thought that their love defined your worth, but heaven is reminding you that your worth was written into your soul before they ever came into your life. You are not losing anything. You are being repositioned. Michael says, "My child, dry your tears. Do not let this truth break you. Let it build you." The other woman may think she has power, but she doesn't know that heaven saw everything. Her curiosity was used by divine order to bring light where there was darkness. She will fade from the scene just as quickly as she appeared because she was only a temporary instrument. The focus is not her. The focus is your healing, your elevation, your new chapter. Heaven says your person is learning. Their mistake will not go unnoticed in their spirit. They will feel the emptiness of betraying someone who loved them genuinely. They will realize that no thrill, no attention, no ego boost can compare to the peace of your presence, and when that realization hits, they will remember your prayers, your kindness, your patience. But by then, You will already be walking in the strength of your divine rebirth. God says, I will not let you go through pain without purpose. Every tear you cried has been turned into a seed for blessings. Every sleepless night has been accounted for in heaven's time. You are not being punished. You are being promoted spiritually. What they did behind your back will become the very reason your name is lifted before kings and opportunities you never imagined. Michael says this isn't a joke. This is your turning point. The betrayal you felt is the fire that will purify your destiny. You are stepping into your season of divine revelation where people's true intentions will no longer confuse you. You will see clearly who is for you and who only came to take from you. You will no longer chase explanations or closure. Heaven itself will close the doors that were draining you. The angels are forming a protective circle around you right now. You may not see it, but the energy around you is shifting. The same energy that exposed the words your person said is now guiding you toward divine alignment. The heaviness in your heart will begin to lift as you surrender your pain to God. He says, trust me with this. I heard what they said. I saw what they did, and I will handle it in my timing. Michael says, your person's mistake will be their lesson. Their guilt will awaken them. Their heart will begin to seek forgiveness not because you demanded it but because the divine presence within you demands truth. They will be confronted by their conscience. And when they come to you, you will not need to prove anything. Your peace will speak louder than their apology. God says you are stepping into divine justice. You will not need revenge. The same people who underestimated you will watch you walk into blessings they can't explain. The same one who took your love for granted will see you glowing with divine favor. Heaven is restoring your confidence, your peace, your joy. You will no longer depend on others to validate your worth. Michael says, do not close your heart completely. This experience was meant to teach you discernment, not bitterness. You are still capable of deep love, but now it will be rooted in self-respect and divine wisdom. The next chapter of your love story will not be built on fear. It will be built on truth, understanding, and faith. The person who is meant for you will never need to hide you, never need to compare you, never need to speak your name in a way that dishonors you. Heaven says you will know them by their energy. They will bring peace, not confusion. They will protect your name in every conversation. They will stand up for you when others try to bring. Archangel Michael speaks with divine authority and with urgency that trembles through the heavens. He says, this isn't a joke. My child, open this message right now because what you are about to learn will change how you see everything. The message carries the fragrance of truth, but it also burns with the intensity of heaven's fire. God Himself has commanded that this truth be revealed to you now because you have suffered in silence for too long. You have wondered what was happening behind your back, what your person was saying when you weren't there, and why your spirit kept feeling disturbed even when everything seemed fine on the surface. You weren't imagining it. Your soul was warning you. The Spirit of Truth has been trying to whisper this to you gently. But now, because the time is urgent, Michael says it cannot wait any longer. Your person made a big mistake. The one you trusted, the one whose name you carry in your heart, said something to another woman, something that pierced heaven's ears like thunder. You felt the energy of it in your chest even though you didn't hear the words yourself. The Holy Spirit felt it, too. It was the vibration of betrayal, not because your person stopped loving you, but because they spoke in weakness, in confusion, in pride, and in the moment, when their heart was under the influence of fear and temptation. They told another woman something they should have never said about you. They spoke words that were not true. Words born out of fear of losing control. Words that were meant to impress or to hide their own insecurities. And yet heaven recorded every syllable. Archangel Michael says that in that moment your person forgot who you were. A divine child of God. A chosen soul whose connection with heaven cannot be broken by gossip, deceit, or weakness. When they spoke your name in that conversation, angels turned to each other in silence, watching, waiting, wondering if your heart would sense it. And you did. You felt that sudden chill in your chest. You didn't know why your mood shifted, but your spirit recognized that something sacred had been mishandled. You were right. But God says this, my child, do not fear. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are protected. You are loved. I am in control of everything that happened and everything that will happen. You might feel anger. You might feel heartbreak. But heaven urges you, don't react in the way the world reacts. Instead, lift your eyes and whisper, God, handle this for me. Because when you give it to Him, you shift the energy from pain to divine justice. Archangel Michael says, your person is being confronted by their own conscience right now. They are haunted by what they said. They tried to forget, but the guilt lingers like a shadow that won't leave. Every time they see you, their heart feels the sting of what they did. They realize now that what they told that other woman was not only a mistake, it was a betrayal of something sacred. They may have said she's not really who she seems or he doesn't care about me the way I thought. Whatever they said, it was meant to protect their pride or manipulate the situation, but it backfired spiritually. That lie is burning in their mind because heaven is showing them how serious it was to speak falsely about a chosen one. God says, I heard what was said behind closed doors, and I am not silent. The Lord of heaven is a witness to every word. And yet His mercy is greater than His wrath. He is not trying to destroy your person. He is trying to wake them up. This moment is meant to bring truth into the light. The other woman who heard those words, she is not your enemy. Even though darkness tried to use her as a weapon, She was meant to be the listener so that heaven could reveal the real character of your person so that you would see clearly who they are when tested. God used her presence to expose hidden weakness, not to break your bond, but to purify it. Michael says, your person is now in a state of deep inner conflict. They are torn between pride and confession, between holding the secret and coming clean. They can't sleep properly. Their dreams are strange and heavy. They feel watched and they are by angels. Michael himself stands near them, his sword drawn not to strike but to guard the truth. He wants your person to learn repentance, not punishment, and he wants you to learn strength, discernment, and surrender. God knows your heart. He knows that you would have forgiven anything if only truth was spoken to you directly. That's why this message reaches you now, because heaven saw that you were willing to forgive, and God will not allow lies to live where your heart desires honesty. The Lord says, I am going to reveal everything to you without you needing to search. I will bring the truth to your doorstep. I will cause the truth to speak for itself. Archangel Michael says, the woman who heard your person's words is already feeling guilt, too. She knows she shouldn't have encouraged that conversation. She knows the energy of it was wrong. Now that energy is being reversed. Everything that was spoken against you is coming back as a lesson to those who participated in it. Every false word will crumble and every truth will rise. You will not need to fight for your name. God Himself will defend it. The angels are working right now to restore balance in your life. You have been misunderstood, judged unfairly, and maybe even treated like you were the problem when you were actually the prayer that held everything together. You stood in love when others chose confusion. You kept faith when others entertained doubt. Heaven saw it all. And now your season of exposure, divine exposure, is beginning. This is not meant to break you. It is meant to free you. When God exposes something, it's not to embarrass anyone, but to release His chosen from bondage. Lies are chains. Hidden conversations are traps. But when truth shines through, the chains fall and the light reveals who was loyal in the shadows. You have been loyal. You have loved even when it hurt. And heaven counts every tear that fell from your eyes. Archangel Michael says that your person is about to face a divine test. They will either admit the truth to you or face consequences of silence. If they choose truth, the angels will help restore what was broken, because true repentance opens the door for grace. But if they keep hiding, their blessings will pause. Everything in their life will feel stuck until they release the truth. God is serious about this. He doesn't want to destroy them. He wants to redeem them. You might be asking, why me, God? Why did I have to feel this pain? And God answers softly, because I knew you could carry it until I turned it into wisdom. Because I am preparing you for something greater. The hurt you feel now is temporary, but the insight you gain from this will guide you for life. This experience is showing you who deserves to walk beside you in your divine journey. Not everyone can handle the calling you carry. Not everyone can speak your name with the respect it deserves. Michael reminds you, your value is not reduced by what was said about you. Lies do not lower divine light. They only reveal the blindness of those who speak them. Heaven still calls you chosen. You are still anointed. Nothing said by mortal lips can cancel the promise of God. In fact, the more others try to distort your image, the more heaven magnifies your favor. Those who spoke wrongly about you will soon have to admit that you were genuine all along. There is also something else Michael wants you to know. Even though your person made a big mistake, God still loves them, too. They are lost in guilt and heaven is giving them one more chance to make things right. This situation is not just about betrayal. It's about redemption. It's about showing both of you the truth about your hearts. You are learning not to trust blindly, but to trust divinely. And your person is learning that truth cannot be replaced by ego or pride. God says you are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. No conversation can destroy the divine plan that He has written for you. Your steps are ordered by heaven. You are surrounded by angels who shield you from harm. You may feel emotionally bruised, but spiritually you are rising higher. Every painful truth that comes out will only strengthen your connection with God. Michael says, do not chase the explanation. Let it come to you. Do not fight to be understood. Heaven is already speaking your truth in the hearts of those who doubted you. People will start realizing things on their own. The woman who heard your person speak will see through the falsehood. She will feel remorse and distance herself. Your person will come to you in humility, possibly even in tears, admitting their mistake. When that moment comes, you will feel the power of God moving through forgiveness. But Michael warns, do not allow repeated deception. Forgive, but stay alert. Love, but listen to the Spirit. Because this test is not just about your person. It's about you rising into your divine maturity. It's about you realizing that not every emotional connection is a spiritual bond. Some connections are meant to teach you boundaries, not destroy you. Heaven is aligning everything for your protection. Even now, divine energy is moving through your environment, clearing negative vibrations and sealing your heart with peace. You are not alone. Angels are stationed around you, whispering comfort into your dreams, reminding you that God's plan cannot fail. Archangel Michael says, this message will be confirmed to you soon. You will receive a sign, maybe a sudden message, a dream, or an unexpected conversation that reveals the truth. When it happens, you will know instantly that this was the divine confirmation you were waiting for. You will not need to guess or doubt anymore. The truth will present itself so clearly, that your soul will feel peace. Peace.